The astronomer who found his childhood drawing in Space Archive, 2014, Cape Town, South Africa. It was an ordinary day in Cape Town, but for Dr. Samuel Kruger, nothing about this moment would ever feel normal again. As a child, Samuel was captivated by the stars. He spent hours, night after night, sketching the skies, patterns of distant constellations, swirling nebulas, and the faces of faraway planets. His imagination took him to places no one could reach, or so he thought. Now, years later, Samuel stood in the very heart of the South African Space Museum, surrounded by artifacts that had been curated to awe, to inspire. But today, his curiosity had brought him to the archives, somewhere far deeper than the exhibits on display. His hands moved with purpose, sifting through dusty folders, flipping past images of star charts and theoretical calculations. And then, there it was. A drawing so familiar it sent a chill racing down his spine. It was his. As a child, he had drawn the very stars he was studying now, mapping them with a child's wonder. But there was something else, a part of the drawing that was strange, almost prophetic. The little constellation he'd sketched, the one he had dreamed up as a child, was an exact match for a newly discovered star system, catalogued only months earlier. He froze. Could it be a coincidence? He had forgotten about the drawing, forgotten that he had ever put it together. But now, staring at it through the professional lens of his adult self, the weight of that childhood fantasy felt heavier than ever. For a moment, time stood still. Samuel traced the lines of his childhood creation with his fingers, marveling at the surreal connection between past and present. Was it possible that this child, so far removed from the present-day scientist, had somehow tapped into something far greater than he could ever have understood? A whisper from the universe, guiding him all these years later? A quiet thrill filled the air around him. Samuel stood at the intersection of science and wonder, where a child's dream met the vastness of space, and both were infinitely connected. His mind raced, wondering if, somewhere among the stars, his younger self had seen the truth before he had even known it. As the day turned to dusk, and the museum around him quieted, Samuel made a promise to himself: to never forget that child's wonder, to always remember the magic of seeing the universe not just with his eyes, but with the heart of a dreamer. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help our channel grow.